Hey guys, welcome to Lenin 8. In this video, we are going to discuss a Java program to swap two numbers. We can swap by using four different approaches. First one is we can use external variable to swap two numbers. We can use addition and subtraction to get swapping of two numbers. And we can use XOR operator to swap two numbers. We can also use multiplication and division to swap two numbers. Let us understand all these four approaches with some example. To understand this, let me take two variables here. So first I am taking one int type of variable called x whose value is 10. Second one I am taking int y equals to 20. Two variables with two different values. So what is our expected output in all the four approaches? It means if we print x, we have to get the output as 20. And if you print y, you have to get the output as 10. Correct? This is what the meaning of swapping for two numbers, right? Then what is the first approach? By using external variable, how do we swap this? Since it is an external variable approach, so we need one external variable. So I am declaring one variable called temp, which is of integer type. Then with the help of this external variable, we can store any one of these variables value into temp. So I'm writing right hand side first, x value I am storing back to a temp variable. Then what is the value present in temp now? Whatever is the value of x, which is nothing but 10. Then the other variable value we have to assign to x variable. That is, assign y variable's value to variable x. Now in x variable, what's the value will be? Y value, which is 20. Then finally in y variable, what's supposed to be the value? 10. So which is present in temp variable. So use temp variable and assign this value to y variable. And in this, y will have 10. So we got our requirement. X has become 20 and y has become 10. So now we can print these two. So system.out.println, so print x and then SOPF print y. So which gives the expected result. This is the first approach, and this will be using in most of our iterations concept like Fibonacci series and all. Yeah. Then let us go for second approach. Again, same x is 10, y is 20. So in second approach, let us understand this one by using with addition and subtraction. How do we do this? So after having this x and y value, we can add these two values, x plus y, and you can assign to any one of the variable. I am using x variable. X plus y is how much? 10 plus 20. So finally in this x variable, the result will be 10 plus 20 is 30. Correct? Next step. If we write x minus y, just observe this one. Now x value will be 10 or x value is 30 after this line of code. So after previous line, x is 30. 30 minus, what's y value? 20. 30 minus 20 becomes 10. In which variable we need 10 in the final result? Y. Therefore, assign this value back to y. Done. Next. Again, x minus y, if you write it, just understand this one. What is x value? 30. And what's y value in this line of code? Y has become 10. So 30 minus 10 becomes 20. 20 is supposed to be in which variable? X variable. Therefore, assign this back to x variable. Then we can happily print x and y, and also we get the expected output called x value is 20 and y value will be 10. So this is the second approach of with the help of addition and subtraction to swap the two numbers. Let us go for third approach, that is by using multiplication and division. Yeah. So in this, division means not mathematical division. So it's supposed to be a Java division operator only. Okay. So for this, let me use multiplication or division. So here, first what we're supposed to do. So we have to find the product of this x and y. So product is nothing but star in Java, x star y. So this will give some result, right? So 10 into 20, how much? 200, store back to some variable, x variable. Now here x is having a value of 10 into 20 becomes 200, right? So if you divide 200 with a value called y, means 20, 200 by 20 becomes how much? 10, right? Then 10 supposed to be in which variable in our final result? In y variable. Therefore, assign this result back to variable y. So this gives 10. In y, currently the value will be 10. Next, again the same x value only, divide with y again. So here is, just observe, 200 is the x value, that is not changed. And by, what is the latest y value? 10. So 200 by 10 becomes 20. 20 is supposed to be in which variable? X variable. Assign it back to x variable. So after this, in y we got 10, in x we got 20. So we can happily print x and y again. Print x and also print y will give the expected output. So these are the three approaches. What's the last approach? We have to use the XOR operator. So that is also very easy. Let me write here the fourth approach by using XOR operator, which is, this is the symbol which will present on the keyboard. For XOR operator, this is the symbol. So for this, again, we have same x and y initially. So what we supposed to do is x with XOR operator, then y variable, then this result we have to assign back to x. And again, x XOR operator, then y, assign this result back to y. And then finally also XOR y once again, then assign this result back to x variable, that's all. So these are the four different approaches. After this, again, if you print x and y, we get the expected output as x is 20 and y is 10. So these are the four different approaches to swap any two numbers. Hope it is understood.